everyone. Today, let's take a detailed look at the highly anticipated 2026 Chevy Nova Sleeper, a modern-day reinvention of one of Chevrolet's most iconic nameplates. The term sleeper perfectly captures the essence of this car, a vehicle that might look modest and unassuming on the outside, but hides serious power and performance under the hood. The 2026 Nova Sleeper brings back nostalgia with a touch of futuristic innovation, combining old-school muscle with today's engineering precision. If you're looking for a ride that blends muscle car heritage, modern-day reliability, and serious performance without screaming for attention, this one might just be for you. Let's kick things off with the exterior. At first glance, the 2026 Chevy Nova Sleeper keeps things purposefully subtle. The design team at Chevrolet has gone with a clean, understated appearance that pays tribute to the Novas of the late 60s and early 70s. Its silhouette remains boxy, with straight lines and squared-off corners. But don't be fooled. The simplicity is intentional. The car features a smooth grille with a subtle blacked-out Chevy bow tie, flush-mounted LED headlights, and minimal chrome. The rear follows suit with slim taillights, a discreet trunk lip spoiler, and dual exhausts that hint at its true capabilities. The Nova rides on 17-inch steel wheels with high-performance tires. No fancy alloys here. It's meant to look like a classic grocery getter from afar, which is exactly the kind of stealthy attitude sleeper car fans love. Color options are mostly subdued. Think matte grays, deep blues, solid whites, and even a few throwback hues like Hugger Orange and Fathom Green. Moving inside, the 2026 Nova Sleeper impresses with its blend of retro charm and modern convenience. The dashboard design is inspired by the original Nova's simple, driver-focused layout but updated with digital flair. You get a large digital instrument cluster with classic-style dials and a center touchscreen that's neatly integrated without ruining the old-school vibe. There's a mix of materials here. Soft touch surfaces on the dash, contrast-stitched leatherette on the seats, and brushed metal accents. Everything is deliberately minimalistic. Even the shifter has an old-school T-handle design, though it's connected to a state-of-the-art 10-speed automatic transmission. Seats are surprisingly supportive, offering a great balance between comfort for daily drives and firmness for aggressive cornering. There's room for 5, though rear seat space is modest, just like the classic Nova. However, headroom and visibility are excellent thanks to the upright roofline and large glasshouse. Sound insulation is decent, though Chevy deliberately lets in a bit of engine growl to remind you what's under the hood. Speaking of which, performance is where the 2026 Nova Sleeper really delivers the goods. The base model starts with a turbocharged 2.7-liter inline-4 pushing out around 310 horsepower and 430 lb-ft of torque. Already enough to surprise most cars off the line. But the real magic is in the SS Sleeper trim. That one comes with a detuned version of the Camaro ZL1's 6.2-liter supercharged V8, producing an astonishing 525 horsepower and 550 lb-ft of torque. It rockets from 0 to 60 mph in just under 4 seconds, which is wildly impressive for a car that looks like it should be parked at a local diner. The Nova Sleeper's suspension is tuned for a balance of comfort and control. It doesn't ride like a luxury car, but it also won't shake your fillings loose. Magnetic ride control is available on higher trims, helping the car adapt to different driving conditions on the fly. Steering feel is nicely weighted, and the brakes, especially the Brembo setup on the SS Sleeper, offer great stopping power with very little fade. Whether you're cruising on the highway, carving through back roads, or making quick sprints at the drag strip, the Nova Sleeper delivers. It feels tight, composed, and shockingly fast. On the safety front, Chevrolet has included all the latest tech. Standard features include forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning, rear cross-traffic alert, blind spot monitoring, and a high-resolution rear-view camera. Step up to the higher trims and you also get adaptive cruise control, a surround-view camera system, and even Chevy's hands-free Super Cruise driving system. The body structure itself has been reinforced with high-strength steel and energy-absorbing, crumple zones, so it's ready to meet or exceed modern crash safety standards. It hasn't been rated by the NHTSA or IIHS yet, but based on the safety equipment and build quality, it should score well when the time comes. Now let's talk about pricing. The 2026 Chevy Nova Sleeper starts at a surprisingly reasonable price. The base model with the Turbo 4 engine begins around $34,000, making it a solid entry point into the world of modern muscle. If you want the mid-level RS trim with a V6 and a few extra goodies, you're looking at about $39,000. But the star of the show, the SS Sleeper with the supercharged V8, starts at roughly $48,000. Add in optional performance packages, special paint, and super cruise, and you can edge close to $55,000. Still, considering the raw performance and uniqueness, the Nova Sleeper remains a bargain in the world of high-performance cars. There's also talk of a limited-run Ford 27 Heritage Edition coming later in the year, rumored to feature a naturally aspirated big block V8 with a manual transmission, strictly for purists. Overall, the 2026 Chevy Nova Sleeper is a fascinating fusion of the past and future. It brings back the heart and soul of the muscle car era, but avoids the cliché of over-the-top styling and shouty badges. Instead, it hides its firepower under a calm and classic exterior. It's designed for car lovers who know that true performance doesn't always need to be flashy. For daily driving, it offers comfort and tech without being overcomplicated. For enthusiasts, it delivers neck-snapping power, responsive handling, and serious thrills, all while flying under the radar. Chevrolet has played its cards well with the Nova Sleeper. Rather than trying to make it a Camaro replacement or a full-on retro revival, they've created something smarter, a modern sleeper that respects its roots without getting stuck in them. Whether you're a longtime Nova fan or a younger driver looking for something different from the usual performance car crowd, the 2026 Nova Sleeper has a lot to offer. It's quick, quiet, composed, and completely badass in the most unexpected way.